Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Five common things Americans. Five common American things that Europeans find weird.
What's up, internet? Hello and welcome to another video. These are the 5 common things in the United States of America that are weird to Europeans.
where
By the way,
she's
if you
from.
dig my hoodie, I have these hoodies up for sale, and I have t-shirts and bags and mugs. I'll leave the link.
Look at her microphone.
Mm-hmm. And look, she's holding. It's clipped on a,
A lip gloss.
lip gloss. Yeah. The shirt, I think it was Dutch, so I think she lives in the Netherlands, but I think she's American. Maybe sounds American.
In the description. Now let's get started with the video. So I have been living on and off in the United States of America for the past 10 years, and these are the 5 common things
Oh, never mind. So I guess she's not American.
that I have run into the States that are still hard for me to grasp because I come from Europe, in case you didn't hear from my accent. First one, I want
I didn't. I think her English is good, actually. I did not hear any accent.
to talk about garbage disposal. Lord forbid you drop a fork in there. Oh my god, it sounds like the end of the world. That is just insane to me. We don't have garbage disposals in Europe. It just, to me, putting food down the drain just sounds old. I have lived with people who had clogged garbage disposals, and whatever was in there just smelled so bad. I've seen so many horror movies about people dropping.
Yeah, to me, our garbage disposal is only at the movies. I've never used it.
No.
Have you used it?
No. I saw my mom use hers, and I'm like, what is that? She says the garbage disposal. I'm like, okay.
I've never used it. It's a movie thing to me.
Yeah.
Something in the garbage disposal that once I actually dropped something, I was legitimately afraid for my life. Because we all know what happens when you reach your hand down into something that goes.
Yeah, how about disconnect it first from the power,
Yeah.
before you reach your hand?
Oh yeah, goodbye hand. Second thing that is very common in the States and not at all in Europe is free refills. Oh my god. I remember when I
wonder if
had
that's
my first
changed.
American customer.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. I would say people find that weird. Our garbage disposal, I can see with free refills, it's not weird. It's just
Yeah,
different.
like how much can you drink in one sitting?
Yeah, but it's not weird. It's just different. You know. I don't know.
Customers in the bar that I worked at, and I bring them coffee and they're like,
Hey, can I get a refill?
and I'm like,
What?
and I'd be like,
Yeah, don't you have refills?
and I'd be like,
Ma'am, this is a cappuccino with a heart. We don't have refills.
you would sit at a restaurant and somebody would just keep dumping more coffee into your cup. Or if you order a large soda, you get free refills. Or the majority of places, these fast food places and other places where you have like that soda on tap that, by the way, you can get yourself. I haven't seen that in Europe. In Europe, they pour it for you, okay? I think it's a lot more convenient in the States to have the soda machine over there. Also, I have found it funny.
Yeah, and what's nice also about the soda machines is that you can mix and match. So like, you know, in Europe, if you buy, let's say, Coke, that's what you're drinking. But here, you know, you get a cup. You feel like Coke, okay, I don't want any more Coke, you get Sprite, you know, stuff like that.
Where you get the same cup for water as you do for soda, and then the machine is right around the corner. So what prevents me from just like getting a soda or a lemonade from that? You know, I would never do
It's the
that also
trust
because I don't like
system.
soda and I don't like that lemonade that comes from the machine. You know, I guess they just don't care since they do have free refills and the expense is what, 2 cents on a dollar. Also, free sauces. Do you know that in McDonald's you have to pay for sauces in Europe? Here
if you want
get
additional,
unlimited.
it depends. Some places they give you unlimited, and then some places you have to pay for additional sauces.
Amount of sauces. And also in a lot of places I would go to the counter and be like, hey, can I get 2 extra ranch sauces? And they come in like big ass containers. Okay, I'm talking about just like small little packets, which by the way in McDonald's, at least in Slovenia, small little package of ketchup, packet of
So she's Slovenian. I was way off. That has nothing to do with the Netherlands.
ketchup, 10 cents. Mustard, 10 cents. If you think you're getting anything for free.
No, sir.
Next thing that is very common in the States and not at all in Europe are the red cups.
I wonder if the
Red
cost
cups
is different. Like if the cost will be different, that's
Yeah,
why
I
you have to
think
pay
so.
for
I think so.
sauces.
Yeah, because pretty sure they import that from the States. So no, there's import fees and everything. So maybe, I don't know. It is, you know, if we talk about the same McDonald's franchise, kind of should be the same rules in theory, but it doesn't you know, obviously doesn't work like that.
are a synonym of college party, beer pong, and booze. Every party you go to, or if you're hanging out at the beach or just in a park, even if there's no drinking, people bring red cups. Pretty much everyone I've ever met has some red cups at home, just in case they need an emergency beer pong routine on a Sunday afternoon. Also, I haven't seen a lot of people play beer pong in Slovenia and in Europe. I came home from the first time I visited in Myrtle Beach in 2012 and I learned what beer pong is, and then I came home at the end of the summer and I made everyone play beer pong.
Forever.
For the next few years, that's all we would play.
Choose Allegra for fast,
I
non-drowsy
never
allergy
played it,
relief.
but I guess you
It's
know
a
it's a college game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they played in college. Fun drinking game. Why not? Apete, American version of apete.
Starting at $30 a month, all in.
I'd be like, hey, does anyone want to play beer pong? But of course, you don't have red cups. They're hard to find. So we would play with little white plastic cups that are so hard to score. Also, they knock over immediately. But yeah, red cups. And next thing that is very common is that there is a soda fountain at the bar. If you order just water, if you're a designated driver, or even if you're not, if you say soda water, they're not going to charge you for it. It's on tap. It comes out of a hose. And especially if you're ordering stuff like vodka soda, you will get the soda from tap, that thing.
So what I'm getting from this video is what's weird, I guess, it's how much free stuff there is here.
Yeah.
Because half of this video is probably free stuff. This is free, that is free.
But you know, every country does things differently. Because in Greece, it's what's interesting for me is that they give free little small plates.
Yeah, like free
Free, yeah.
desserts, yeah. Or Rocky.
So
All
everyone
that-
has their own kind of version of free, I believe.
Will be
No. Lithuania does not have free.
Nothing nothing complimentary, anything. Bread, like you know how you go to a restaurant, they give you some bread. They don't give you bread. They give you a plate. No, you have to pay
For plate?
Mhm.
They do give you a plate, yeah. Where else you eat on the table? Just straight
Now,
up?
what about candy? The little candy.
I don't remember. I'm not
That's free. That's a nice thought.
from a bottle in European bars. So if you order a sparkling water, it will come in a bottle unless you want a glass. But even then, it will come from a larger bottle that a bartender will pour
Yeah,
for you.
I think the reason why everything is free here, like the refills and whatnot, is because here everything is from the fountain. There is from the bottles. From the fountain is basically water plus syrup or whatever they put in it. So basically charging for water, and that's why it makes sense to. There they actually have to buy the whole bottle. They pay for plastic or glass wherever it comes from. So that's why kind of have to charge for it.
And same if you're drinking rum and Coke. Unless you specifically ask for a separate Coca-Cola in a separate container, which by the way, most of the time will come in a glass container, not a can, then you will get Coca-Cola out of an already opened plastic bottle hanging out in the bar. So next thing that is very common in the States, but not in Europe, getting coffee to go. I already made a full video, you can check out in the description below, but coffee to go is just not a thing in Europe. So it's like a social activity more or less. So you don't see a lot of people running around.
That's interesting. I remember when, there was places to get coffee to go. Like it started becoming popular right around when I was leaving. Before that, I think so. I think it was like a sit down thing, but right around like the 2010-ish, it started becoming more and more popular coffee to go. So I think by now it would be quite popular. So, but I guess maybe varies by country.
With a cup of coffee in their hands. Coffee is an activity that you do when you take time for yourself or for your friends. And yeah, you catch up with a friend, or you go to a coffee shop, you bring a book, and before your errands, you read a little, and then you have your cup of coffee, and then you do errands. Majority of people will not be running around with a cup of coffee in their hands. It's just not a thing. Next thing that is very common in the States are the yellow school buses. You will not see school buses like that in Europe.
Yes.
They will look like normal buses, but they will have like a little label in the back for the time being that they are transporting kids, and those are the buses that you cannot board for obvious reasons, but they will not be any special buses.
Are they free?
ones that-
What?
The school bus for the kids.
You don't have them.
Oh, okay.
No, there's no school buses in Europe.
Mm.
If you want to go to school, take a public bus.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no school buses. At least not in Lithuania. I don't know about other countries.
A bus is done driving the kids around, it will, you know, clock in and drive other people around. So we don't have yellow school buses, and I'm pretty sure in Europe there's no school buses that are like specific color. I might be mistaken. Please correct me in the comment section below. Last thing that is very common in the States and not at all in Europe is that there are flags everywhere. You will have majority
We saw it in Turkey. They have flags. A lot of flags.
of the houses will have an American flag. Slovenia, at least, we put out a flag a few times per year, and that is for, you know, holidays or
Yeah, same in
remembrance days
Lithuania.
that have to do something with the history of Slovenia or just like celebrating Slovenia. Nobody has a flag in their pickup truck flowing in the wind.
That's
Nobody's
funny.
putting 1,000 stickers of a flag on the back of the car. You know, nobody is like wearing a flag. You can find bikini with a symbol of the United States flag. You can find shirts, you can find pants, you can find anything. Nobody will put on a Slovenian flag bikini unless you're a little quirky. It's just not a thing. And other countries
Florida
as well,
man.
people don't like, you know, wave their flags around and we're like, yeah, we're the
That's funny.
best. Flags are just, you know, in your face all the time over here. So that is just not something that Europeans do. All right, so
Interesting video. I think maybe a
funny.
little bit mistitled. I don't think I think the last point, the flags, okay, you can, that's weird. I think for the most part it's just different. You know, because I don't think many people find, oh, free water weird. I don't see how that's weird. That's different. No culture shock, sure, but weird. What's weird about free water? Like,
I could think of like a scenario where what we do here is they'll offer you something and you don't know if it's free or not, and sometimes it's assumed.
yeah, this happened when I first came. I would like actually decline stuff because I thought I would have to pay for it. They asked like, "Oh, do you want a refill?" I was like, "Oh, no, I'm taking because I thought I'd have to pay for it." In Europe, if they do ask you, but you'll have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So here they do ask, but you don't have to. So that was different. Yeah. But interesting. We saw some different stuff than usually.
Yeah.
The red solo cups.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.